Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nordiana binti Muhammad Amin from class SR1134C. So today my group and I will explain about video analysis, which is printing in speed skills. So let's go through. So let me introduce my group member, which is Nur Alia Najwa, Safwan Iman, and me, Siti Nordiana. Next is Nur Fahana Najwa, and the last one, Nur Nabiha.
Okay, I will explain about introduction of speed skills in sprinting. Sprinting is running quickly over a short distance while maintaining the highest possible speed for the body. It is utilized in a variety of sports that involve running, usually as a means of achieving a target or objective fast. Okay, there are a lot of objectives in these skills, but here I provide you some of it. First, the capacity to exploit the capability of one's body, and so to reliably is a frontally specialized expertise. Second, reduce risk of injury. Speed puts your muscles through a more full scope of movement. Further developing adaptability, it prepares more muscles and more muscle inflammation inside muscles, prompting better muscle balance. Third, help athletes and sport teams expansion in their athletic potential. And fourth, assist athletes with fostering a comprehension of the specialized components expected to run in the most proficient way.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Fahana Najwa binti Zulkifli. Now I will continue this presentation with movement of skill for sprinting speed skill. So there are 4 phases in this movement. So first is starting phase. So the type of motion is linear motion. So for the Newton law is inertia, and for the class level is second class level. For the muscle, there are 2, which is gluteus maximus and semitendinosus. For the joint, is hinge joint, and for the last one is bone, is femur, patella, and tibia. Okay, for the second phase is acceleration phase. The type of motion in this phase is linear motion, same like the first phase. The second Newton law is acceleration and inertia. For the class level is second class level. For the muscle, there is bicep femoris, hamstring, bicep, trapezius, and gastrocnemius. For the joint, there are 2, which is hinge joint and ball and socket. For the bone, fibula, patella, femur, humerus, scapula, and iliac spine. Next, for the third phase is constant speed phase. Okay, for the type of motion in this phase is linear motion. For the Newton law is inertia. For the class level in second class level. For the muscle, abdominal, hamstring, pelvis, bicep, and trapezius. For the joints, same like the second phase, which is hinge and ball and socket. For the bone, tibia, patella, femur, and talus. Okay, last but not least, the fourth phase, which is deceleration phase. Okay, the type of motion in this phase is linear motion. For the Newton law, there are 2, which is inertia and acceleration. For the class level, in second class, for the muscle that we use in this phase are quadricep, hamstring, gluteus, calf, and tibialis anterior. For the joint, there are 2, which is hinge and ball and socket. And lastly, for the bone, tibia, patella, fibula, and talus. So that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Safwan Iman bin Miswanto and my metric number is 2020855018. So now I will continue to present about the recording procedure. Okay, this recording procedure we have 4 elements. Okay, element number 1 is this video is taken from YouTube in careers.channel. Okay, the duration of the video is 6 minutes and 55 seconds. Okay, next we move to the element number 2. Okay, element number 2 in the video, we know about the acceleration phase in sprinting. Okay, on this phase, the goal is to lean the entire body forward and maximize length of time the foot is planted in the ground. Okay, next we move to the element number 3. Okay, element number 3 is in that video, we also know about the maintenance phase in sprinting. Okay, in this phase where the biomechanics of the body change completely. Okay, the stride length increase and the contact time between the foot and ground decrease. Okay, and last we move to the element number 4. Okay, element number 4 is we can learn a recovery phase in sprinting. Okay, in this phase where the leg is in the air, the recovery of the leg determines the speed and momentum of the other leg's drive phase. So the aim is to recover the leg as quickly as possible. After that, it's ready to hit the ground running properly. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Nabiha binti Abdul Manan, and in this slide, I will explain the result and analysis based on the video. For the first point is reaction time. The time for movement, the signal is sent by the automatic timing starting gun. It means the monitoring system presets a corresponding pressure threshold according to the specific event, and the time from the starting signal to the time when the pedaling pressure reaches the threshold is the official reaction time for the athlete. Next point is technique. To mastering proper sprint technique not only allow for an athlete to run faster but also reduce the risk of injury caused by poor mechanism. For the example, the acceleration sprinting, maximum velocity sprinting, the breakdown of a sprint across 100 meter, ground contact time, movement mechanism, reactive forces, and perfecting the sprint start. Next point is angle. To ensure that the specific angle can further at speed and have a comfortable position for the runner. Last point, aim or focus. Focusing on adjustment in sprinting from in your shoulder, hip, knees, feet and arm can prevent costly displacement of energy, momentum and power. To improve sprinting form is available for preventing injuries resulting in an event use both sides of your body.
So the next slide is for discussion. The first one is starting phase. Before starting the beginning, the competitor have to adjust the local point of gravity over the lead leg. So next is twist the front leg to almost a 90 degree, back leg almost 125 degree. Third is move the hip, shoulder width apart and separate or marginally more extensive. The fourth one is fix the two arms and spot them somewhat before the hands, just like this. Okay. Second phase is acceleration phase. The body should have forward lean at the angle of 45 degree. The neck should be in the natural position in relation to the spine. Front side knee should be flexed at 90 degree with back side knee being extended. The fourth one is front side hip should be flexed with back side hip being extended. Next is front side ankle should be flexed for ground contact, while the back side your ankle extend at the toe off. The last one is ground contact should be slightly behind the hips in a forceful pushing manner.
For the next slide, I will explain discussion which is the constant speed pace and deceleration pace. For the constant speed pace, it can be submaximal, maximal or supramaximal, and it's characterized by both the stride length and the stride frequency remaining the same over a period of time. This pace is generally achieved between the 60 to 80 meter for men and 50 to 70 meter for women. In principle, the top sprinter can sustain this pace over a distance of 10 to 20 meters. With faster stride turnover, your feet must make more contact with the ground. So it's important to maintain a foot stride underneath the hip or means your center of gravity. Next is a deceleration pace. For this pace are same as a drive pace and categorized by a decrease in sprinting speed. It usually occur between the 80 and 100 meter mark in top sprinter. Velocity to decrease on a scale of 1.0 to 1.5 meters per second and is caused by central and peripheral fatigue. To help maintain the maximum force output in your final stretch of the sprint, be sure to achieve high knee action and plenty of arm drive or keep those elbow bent at 90 degrees. So that's all from me.
So this is the end of our slide. So to conclude our video analysis, understanding the biomechanics in sprinting is essential to improving the athlete performance. Furthermore, knowing each muscles involved in sprinting in order to build more strength in the particular muscles. Video analysis is very important in each of these parts because coaches and also athletes can know and learn more deeply throughout the sports video to improve their performance. In addition, they can also refer to the video recording of their competition, their training to improve their technique or any mistake that they usually do to make sure they do not do the same mistakes over and over again. So that's the end of our presentation. Thank you.